Disclaimer, I will be wearing the Pattinson suit for this video. I suggest you don't let your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, pervy uncle watch this video. Can't help who they fall in love with, man.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart.
The Batman is almost finally here for us, and like with any movie that's being marketed, they are gonna throw everything they got at you to catch your attention and hopefully get you to go see this new Batman film. And well, since I finally found out when I'm gonna be seeing the movie, and it's way sooner than I thought I'd go ahead and do a final update on the Batman movie before I actually witness it. Look at all these clips that they've released, along with a couple of featurettes, breaking all that down and really just getting us excited, because look, we're days away from watching this movie. So let me know what you guys think of these The Batman clips. Which is your favorite one? Are you starting to get a lot more interested into this movie? As well as letting me know when you're seeing this thing and if you're suiting up as well. As a quick side note, I do want to thank all you guys who have been supporting the Batman review videos. That means a lot to me. Alright, so going through each one of these The Batman clips, we do have about 5 or 6 in them, and I'll try to leave links in the description for you where you can find these clips, because if I just play them in their entirety, Warner Bros. Will be taking it down, but I'll show you bits and pieces. Going back to one of the very beginning clips that was released that I'm still so curious about the context here is when Batman freaking knocks out Commissioner Gordon. I love the people who have made the edits and added in the Adam West Batman music. It just seems to fit so well. But every clip that they're releasing, especially these dialogue scenes, I am immersed into it. Like, I feel like I'm watching the movie, and then when the clip goes off, I'm like, damn, where's the rest? This feels very detective noir. If I had to make any assumptions to what's going on here, I'm assuming Batman just wants to keep up the appearance that him and Gordon aren't really working together and that they're enemies. That way Gordon can keep his job, and he also isn't a target for any of the dirty cops wanting to silence him. From there, another clip that was released was an extended look at the Batman and Catwoman titled Cat Burglar, where Catwoman is going in to steal some stuff, and then Batman shows up. I like the way Batman actually sneaks up on Catwoman here.
You're pretty good at that.
But also the part I don't see many people talking about is how badass is it that you know the boy just came in through his grapple gun and then that thing just disappears. It's the same way it looked in the previous clip. It looks like Batman's grapple gun just comes in and out of his hand, so it's not something he always has to grab from his utility belt. I think that's kind of awesome. Not to mention, I'm also digging this fight choreography going around and the way Panson looks in this suit. Maybe it's because I've been wearing it lately, but damn, this suit is really growing on me. The other clip that was released that I feel offers a lot of interesting context to what is going on with Bruce Wayne is this one that was released on a morning news show of Alfred telling Bruce Wayne that they're gonna have some visitors from Wayne Enterprises, and Bruce is just annoyed and not wanting to deal with that.
Counting friends at Wayne Enterprises are coming for breakfast.
Here? Why?
Because I couldn't get you to go there.
I haven't got time for this.
It won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care about that. Any of that.
You don't care about your family's legacy.
What I'm doing is my family's legacy. I don't care what happens to me.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Alfred, stop. You're not my father.
I'm well aware.
This clip really brings up something I was kind of worried about with Robert Pattinson's Batman, because I did the video where I talked about the prequel novel, where it gave us an insight to how Pattinson's version of Bruce Wayne feels about running a company. And he's really not interested in it at all. He just wants to use the resources of the company and money without actually being a part of it. I feel like this might actually be a big arc in the Batman movie, or at least I'm hoping, because I like a Bruce Wayne that can earn his keep of managing a company but also being Batman. Still, you also see how committed this version of Batman is with saying he doesn't care if he loses the company because him being Batman is the legacy he leaves behind. So we'll see by the end of this movie whether he puts on the suit to be Bruce Wayne or he just decides I'm Batman forever. Another clip here that is like directly pulled from the comics is this conversation between Robert Pattinson's Batman and Carmen Falcone, or Falcone. You guys yell at me for saying it either way, man, so I don't know what to tell you. We'll just wait.
His father saved my life. I got shot in the chest, right here. I couldn't go to no hospital, so we showed up on his doorstep. Kid here, he saw the whole thing, up on the stairs looking down.
This is information that is literally being pulled from Batman The Long Halloween, where Bruce Wayne knows that his dad saved this mob boss, and he contemplates years later wondering if his dad should have just let him die. I love that Matt Reeves is taking actual comic inspiration, throwing it in here, adding it to the lore, not to mention the fact he actually makes Thomas Wayne a surgeon in here, which is never really talked about. It's also interesting that in this clip, Bruce Wayne even brings up the whole thing about his father taking a Hippocratic Hippocratical oath, which is usually what doctors have to do when someone is in danger. You took an oath to go ahead and save them. I'm sure that's not too different to whatever oath he took as Batman. And heck, they're going so hard with this marketing, they just revealed another clip as I was editing this video, finally showing us what Paul Dano looks like as the Riddler. They have kept his face so hidden in all the marketing trailers and teasers that now finally seeing his face, I just laugh a little bit.
Police! Hands up! He said put your hands up, you son of a...
And that's really nothing against Paul Dano. I'm just saying it felt like they were hiding his face for a reason. And now that they've shown it, I'm like, why are we hiding this guy's face? He looks fine. From there, the full clips kind of end and we get these couple of featurettes on the Batman. One focusing on his Batmobile and Bat Gadgets that, yes, I love when Batman is going to utilize his gadget. And it seems like that'll be a big thing in this movie. But before that, I got to go ahead and admire this shot that they revealed in the featurette.
Bulletproof armor. And the rest is how much Bruce believes in it and how much his adversaries are scared of it.
Remember when Matt Reeves was talking about the Batman feeling like a horror movie? I think this is what he meant. It's gonna feel like a horror movie from the perspective of the villains in the film. The way Robert Pattinson was creeping in on the Penguin right there and the horrified look on his face, that is Batman feeling like a horror villain, and I love to see it. He also goes on to explain that you'll really be able to get to see the handmade feel of all his gadgets and weapons in this movie, to where it looks like Batman damn grapple guns a couple of thugs' legs in this movie.
It's an element of showing how do-it-yourself is.
That is some brutal stuff. But also finally putting this conversation to rest, because it was one of the things that everyone started talking about as soon as they saw Robert Pattinson's chest in his new bat suit, is everyone saying it was fact that the bat symbol was made out of the gun that killed his parents, when now we know it's not that.
His tactical knife is actually stored as part of his chest plate and is actually his bat logo.
It's what I always knew all along because it just looks like a switchblade. And just like with my costume, it comes on and off. They even go ahead and show us a sneak peek sequence of him using that switchblade in action, and I gotta admit, this is a shot in a Matt Reeves Batman movie I was not expecting. Doesn't this look kind of out of place, but I feel in a good way? Just seeing Batman kind of yell, get electrocuted, and then looks like he's gonna be falling to water? We're complaining about how much they're showing us, but you gotta remember, in total, this is maybe like 5-7 minutes of footage out of a 3-hour movie. There's probably so many other surprising shots that we have yet to see, and if they look anything like this, I'm game for them. Just like in this Catwoman featurette that was also released, kind of detailing some of Selina Kyle's life, we get to see Robert Pattinson's Batman in his Night Stalker outfit. This is where he just pretends to be a regular Gotham citizen and does some investigating around town, and it looks like he's following Selina Kyle, seeing her drop down from a building. And again, I just love the cinematography going on in this movie. It's so beautifully shot. If that doesn't hype you up for this Batman movie, I don't know what else to tell you, man, because I am just chomping at the bit to see this damn film. And Warner Brothers, I need you to stop releasing stuff. I don't have the self-control not to see new footage. Let me know what you guys thought of each one of these clips. Which is your favorite bit of footage? What are you most excited to see in the movie? But also, don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3cfilms or on TikTok at 3cfilms. But as always, I'm Chris Pattinson. Take care.